All right, man. First career NHL hat trick. How's that one sound to you?
Yeah, so it's a pretty special night. Obviously, playing a really good team, definitely Cup Champ. So, most important thing was we got the job done. So it was super fun.
Is that one that you sort of feel that's in your stick right there? Just three shots, 3 goals right off the bat.
I mean, when the puck's going in, it's going in, and I'm just trying to get the shots on net as much as possible to create opportunity off of it if it doesn't go in, or hopefully go in. So tonight, they ended up going in, which was nice.
How are you feeling there on that power play flank, getting those one-timers, and it really feels like it's right in your wheelhouse?
Yeah, it feels great. Jack's done a great job finding me the last few games here when we've been playing, as well as Leo. So I think we've been gelling really well, and our power play has been a great factor in us getting these wins.
On your breakaway, when did you decide to go 5-hole?
Why?
Yeah, when or?
I mean, that's just a go-to shot. Try to get it off quick. Try to make it as deceptive as possible. I know Bob's a really good goalie, and just wanted to get it off quick so he couldn't really read anything.
Do you remember the last time you had a hat trick? What level it was?
Yeah, in college, probably 2-3 years ago now. Funny enough, it was on my birthday, so it was a fun one. But yeah, probably 3 years ago.
It was a pretty gritty game up until maybe like the middle of the second. It felt like a switch kind of flipped for you guys. What was set on the bench or anything that kind of happened where it felt like everything just kind of shifted around for you guys?
I don't think much was said on the bench. I think we just realized it as a group that we got to play better. And when the game kind of gets out of hand like that, we as a group can identify that and talk amongst each other to just keep playing hard and keep playing our game. So I'm glad that it didn't take us too long to get back on our game plan, and we were ultimately able to get the job done.
What does it say about this team with the run of play it's having against the teams it's having that run against right now, where you guys are in terms of your climb?
Yeah, we're super confident. We have a really good team, a lot of depth. Guys buying in this locker room. There's no complaining. Coach Q says stuff, and we get it done. So it's been a fun time this far here, for the first 10, 11 games here, and we just got to keep building.
You guys lost Leo for pretty much the entire third and had to kill that 5-minute penalty. That you guys did that and then ended up scoring 3 more goals. What does that say about kind of the resilient nature of the group to be able to do that without one of your top players?
Yeah, Leo's been great. Obviously, it's part of the game. It's a tough call there, but next man up mentality, and I thought the guys did a really good job of responding to it. I know, Leo and Troy have done an unbelievable job on the PK thus far, so I forget who filled in for him there, but did a great job, did his job, and didn't let it go on, so it was great.
Would you make the call on Leo?
Last question.
What?
Would you make that call on Leo?
I didn't really see too much of it. We tried to set picks on the power play to create space for our guys, and it just looked like it was a tough situation. So I didn't really see too much of it.
Nesty, you fill in there the top line, and you scored your goal before that, but just a great night for you. What were you feeling out there?
I think my line mates were great. Pales and Keller at the start, we had it going. They were, working and making it easy for me. So a lot of credit to them, and we get rewarded with a big goal there. So yeah, it's just a great team effort. Everyone was going. Even the defensemen were in the rush. Troubs gets a big goal there. Cutter at 3, obviously. So yeah, everyone was gelling and clicking, and it was a fun night.
This morning, Keller said that you've been improving as far as holding on to the puck a little longer, making plays like that. Are you feeling a little more comfortable in the league now that you've had this many games under your belt?
Yeah, for sure. You get more comfortable with every game. The more puck touches you get, you assess different situations throughout the game. So, if you're not throwing it away as much, you're trying to possess it. That's the name of the game. So, yeah, especially when you're playing with guys like Killer and Pales are giving you pointers, every time you touch the puck, every time you get off. So it's huge to play with experienced guys like that. And, you just build confidence every game, every practice.
You obviously saw Cutter shoot that pretty well in college a bunch. To see him do it at the NHL level on a night like tonight, what does that say to you?
Yeah, he's just pure goal scorer. He's got an unbelievable shot, unbelievable release. So, yeah, I saw him do it a bunch in college. I was fortunate enough to be on his line and get a couple of cheeky apples. So, yeah, I saw him do it there. It's cool to see him translate it to this level. And, yeah, he's on fire right now. So, hopefully he keeps it going and keeps shooting the puck because a lot of them are going in. So,
just the run of form this team's on against the teams it's playing against. What does that sort of say about this group and where it is and what you're ready to do?
Yeah, with every win comes more confidence. You could feel it in the room. Guys are excited. When you're winning, it's always fun. So guys are encouraging each other to play better. So, especially when you get results against guys like that, like Florida, 2-time back-to-back champs, obviously. So when you put up 7 goals on them, you feel good about yourself. So hopefully we can keep it going and keep the momentum because, hockey's all about momentum. So.
Were you your assist on Kreider's goal, was it just a, hey, feed the puck to the net? Because I know Chris Kreider's going to the net and to tip that in.
No, yeah, I actually heard him right when I got the puck. He was screaming, net, net. So, I know he's unbelievable in front and he'll probably get a stick on it. So I just threw it at the net and, yeah, he put it in.
Coach, 7 goals on the board. You know what that means?
You get chicken.
That's
Or they
right.
Get chicken.
They do, and it also means it's the 3rd time this season your team has scored 6 or more. What does that say about your group?
Well, we had a great third period. A lot of things were happening there, and it was an interesting game there. And then, you lose your top guy, and then next thing you know, it's like anybody's ball game. And then we scored a couple big goals right after that. But I thought this homestand here, we had a lot of good things that have happened. We got a lot of guys contributing offensively. Our team game, possession game has been better every night. So we'll go on the road and try to sustain what we've accomplished here.
You point to that pivotal point in the game, losing Leo. Can you talk about how the penalty killers stepped up in that time?
Well, yeah, we had it was basically a 3-minute penalty. We had the power play at that moment, and so it was I think the penalty killers did a really good job tonight. I thought that we had to do some different line combinations, killing and 5-on-5. Some guys that stepped up that don't usually get that quality or quantity of ice time did a great job.
Cutter Gauthier, 4 points, first career hat trick, a long list of other accolades that he's going to be known for now. Just can you talk about his performance so far to start the season?
He's had a great start. His camp was fine. He got better every day in camp, but then once the season started, he's taken off. Leo is kind of comparable with what he's been doing as well. But he's dangerous off the rush. He enhanced his positioning on getting on that power play first unit. He's scoring some big goals, timely goals off the rush. His speed is. I think he's creating more possession in our team game with influencing the pucks that are 50-50 pucks, and we find that we get our share of those turnovers. And his transition and our regrouping is complements his speed. So he's I can't say enough good things on how big his contribution's been.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
John, back to you.
Coach, what was kind of your view there of Leo's hit?
Well, I didn't think it was a major. I think everybody can look at it a different way, but it looked like there was no intention there. He was just going through the middle. It was just one of those unfortunate hits.
Again, you said the other day just the test that this week is for this team against this run of teams you're playing. To start off like this, what does that say about this group and where they're at?
Well, we had a great homestand. You look at all 3 games. I thought we did a lot of good things each and every night against good hockey teams, and we're going to have that can do the same thing going away. But it's I think our team's improving on a game-to-game basis, and our D, we're moving the puck well. Our possession game's been better. Our D zone coverage is starting to get better. Our goaltending's been rock solid. So all aspects of our game we're pleased with, and but I think we're not happy. When I say happy or content, we want to get better.
When you're playing what was the best team in the league last year, what are the things that you had to focus on tonight to make it successful?
Well, we had a number of guys contributing. I think we had the puck a lot in the offensive zone. We got some traffic at the net. We got second opportunities. We got some loose pucks, and that kind of the strength of their team because they're relentless in those areas. And they're a smart hockey team. They collectively keep themselves in the play as a unit of 5. I thought we had packs of 5 a lot of the night in all 3 zones. Cutter had a special night that got us going.
What is the different ways that he scored mean in terms of his talent, in terms of what he can do? He did a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I think this rush, he can beat you with his speed and racing for holes and pucks. He's quick on them. Seemed like he's got a couple goals over there on that power play with that one-timer where there's other threats as well. we are tenacious in sustaining some of those pucks and extending looks on a power play, and he got the beneficiary, or he's a beneficiary of hitting the one-timer into a half a net, and he had to make the shot both times, but he's had that play a bit, but we're happy that he does a lot of things that he's improving his game without the puck.
Nikita Nesterenko gets a goal tonight. He's been on the penalty kill. He's played center. He was up there with Kreider and Terry tonight when Leo was out. It feels like he's really starting to develop into a very versatile player for you guys.
I liked his progression this year. I think he had that one night where he had the 4 assists. All of a sudden he seems like he's more comfortable with the puck. I think his thought process in the game is good, and he's got patience in different areas. He played center earlier in his career. We found that out a little bit through camp. I didn't mind him, that versatility, killing penalties, and then being a guy that could take a penalty or a face-off on a penalty kill. That's a big jump and a good test for him here. He got some exposure to that. He's really come a long way in a short amount of time, knowing that he can be one of those useful guys, and you can use him in different situations.
How do you use these couple efforts and kind of build on that going into Dallas and Vegas, 2 more tough ones?
One at a time. We want to start the game and the trip up in a positive way. But there's some momentum, there's some excitement in our team right now, and let's just go one game at a time and try to get a good start to the trip.
From up above, the first and second half kind of felt a little bit different, and you guys were able to tighten things up or maybe buckle down a little bit more in the second. What did you guys do that allowed you to be able to do that?
I think the first time we played them too was kind of comparable. I mean, they're strong on the puck. I think our starts this year have been ordinary, but I think as the game goes along, I think we get going with our pace and speed, and I think that's something that if we can start on time a little bit more, maybe that's one area we can look to try to improve on.